Today's episode, a bit different. Not my usual studio. Down here in Thurles.
Thurles. Thurles.
Okay, I'm gonna let you say.
Or Thurles.
Anyway, we're on site. I got a new guest today. He's a pro Muay Thai K1 fighter.
Yeah.
Fights out of Thurles Martial Arts. Forgive me for butchering that. You got a fight coming up, I believe, in a couple of weeks.
It's next week,
It'll be next week. I think it'll be 2 weeks since this has came out. So
yeah, okay.
Check it out.
Yeah.
If there's a link down there for the video, I'll definitely be putting it in there. Yeah. But look, welcome. I appreciate you giving me your time and your Saturday. I know it was late this morning.
Yeah, all good.
But here we are. So we are gonna get right into it here. So, like I said, just a couple. Let me get to know you real quick. First thing that comes to mind, just spit it out. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Always?
Yeah.
You ever drink tea?
Unless I have a pack of biscuits.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of biscuits?
Chocolate hobnobs.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or cookies.
Okay.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. Do you do like herbal tea at all, or?
No.
No?
No. Sometimes I use like peppermint tea or whatever, but very rarely.
That's what I do, like mint or peppermint every now and then.
Yeah.
Because I don't drink coffee, or actually I don't drink tea either.
Yeah.
Just coffee all day. Favorite pizza topping?
You can't say cheese anyway, that doesn't count, surely.
Sure you can.
Chicken.
Chicken?
Chicken, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a side question. Does pineapple belong on the pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me too, yes.
Yeah.
I work with some Italians,
if you
they
like it.
will die on the hill that pineapple does not belong on pizza.
No, my fiance is Italian, and now she's not a fan of it, but
I love it. I like sweet and salty. It's
good,
together,
yeah, exactly.
I like pineapple, pepperoni, and jalapenos.
Yes, yeah.
And bacon.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. If you get good news, who's the first person you call?
Depending on the news, usually my fiance.
Yeah?
Yeah, my fiance, Sam, then my parents, maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your fiance, how long have you been engaged?
We've been engaged two years now, I'd say.
Okay, right on.
We've been together like over 12 years.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. You have a date, or?
When we start going out.
For the wedding.
Oh, no, we don't have a date yet or anything. It's just...
My wife and I were like that as well. I think we were engaged longer than we were like
together.
Before we got engaged.
Yeah.
I think we were together in total like 5 years, 6. I should know this.
Before
we actually got married.
Life is just mental. It's hard to try plan a wedding when you've got fights and everything else as well. Like
100%. You have a favorite movie? Or TV show?
Favorite TV show? If you're talking like series, Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, but if you're talking like sitcoms, then like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
That's the one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That's the best. I was literally only talking to a guy earlier about it, but it's the best. I will rerun that all day.
Did you watch the season when they were here in Ireland? I think it's their most recent one. At least the most recent
actually,
one.
No, I need to still catch up on that now because she's not the biggest fan of them. So I need to kind of catch up on that in my spare time.
You know, Danny DeVito, I can't see him in any other role now. It's just, he plays that like disgusting dirtbag so well. So like, now it's just like, if I saw him in anything else, it doesn't matter. He's still Frank.
Oh no, he's always Frank. Yeah. But any of them are like, I've even seen other movies with like Charlie. It's still Charlie.
He does it all right.
His
character
good,
transitions a bit.
Yeah, but I still just look at him as the Rat King. Like, I mean, I just can't.
Yeah.
Charlie's just Charlie.
Yeah. The priest, what's his name?
Oh, Hornsby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen him in other things, and all I can see is just a crackhead former priest.
Yeah. It's quite rough. He's actually a really good actor as well. But if you're a fan of It's Always Sunny, you're always just going to see cricket like
exactly.
Just always going to see him as, like you said, like a crackhead.
Do you prefer to read or read books or watch movies?
I don't know. Watch movies, I suppose.
Yeah.
I used to read a lot, but I tend not to just.
What types of books would you read?
They were all kind of like just about kind of getting into your own mind and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, like there was one really good book actually. It's by James Clear. It's called Atomic Habits. I finished that book in, I think, a day.
Yeah.
And like this was when I was getting into reading again. Like, but yeah, I loved. Literally could not put it down. And I usually hate when people say that about books because like a book is just like words on a page. But that book was awesome. I loved it.
You know, I enjoy reading. I prefer like nonfiction.
Yeah.
But it's difficult. I feel like I have undiagnosed dyslexia, so I find it very difficult. So even audiobooks are hard.
Yeah,
but,
I do audiobooks sometimes now if I'm going on long journeys or whatever, but no, like I'd never read like fiction books because, again, if I want to look at fiction or whatever, I'll just put on a movie, like, you know, something with I don't know, big dinosaur or King Kong, movies like that, like that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer to actually see it. When everyone says you can visualize what's on the page, like, I can't. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, like, so.
The internet has ruined our imagination.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing I don't think I properly introduced you. We just kind of jumped right in this.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone, look, this pro Muay Thai K1 kickboxer, Liam Devaney.
Devaney, yeah.
Devaney.
Yeah, my accent will be a little bit different, but Devaney, yeah.
Sorry, I apologize for that. I didn't mean to do that yet.
I didn't even realize myself.
Yeah. So I'll just say again, thank you again for not wasting your time with me.
No,
here.
not all good.
All right, we'll get back into it. Hopefully I can re-edit this and make me not sound like a complete moron. Where were we? Do you have a favorite app on your phone?
Favorite app? It's not probably just Instagram, really.
Yeah?
Yeah. Instagram, but I try not to, I don't spend an awful lot of time on Instagram anyway, but it's usually following other fighters, following people that will actually help me in life. And then if I am just scrolling, then I'll just scroll through the stupidest stuff ever, but it's...
You know
it's
really
funny.
good for scrolling through stupid stuff? A good app for that is Reddit.
Reddit, yeah. Oh, I love Reddit.
Yeah, same. That's my favorite app.
No, I go onto Reddit a lot, especially like when I need help with like games on the PS5 or whatever. Reddit is the place to go.
That's good. Heck yeah. If you ever got a question for something, Reddit really, and there's a subreddit for everything.
It's better because other actual people answer you.
You get professionals.
Rather than getting a Google search or whatever. Like if you need a question about a game, you've got a guy that's been playing it forever and he's just...
Or developed it.
Yeah, it just feels like we're friends though.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like you don't even know these random commenters and they always have like weird names like Tickle Chicken and stuff. But you know, like you're like friends with them straight away and you respect each other. It's nice like.
Okay, I'm not telling anyone my handle because my search history on Reddit's ridiculous. So. Where were we? You have a favorite board game?
Favorite board game? I would say Escape from Colditz, but I love it, but I also despise it. It can be very frustrating.
What's that one? I don't think I've heard of that one before.
Escape from Colditz, you're basically, so there's like one guy, I think it's up to like 8 players maybe, but one guy is the prison guard, and then all the other players are basically trying to get out.
Yeah.
But it can turn very nasty, because if you're the prison guard, you're basically like just straight up like face to face just screwing your friends like there and then, like, because again he needs to try win, but everyone usually like teams up against them, and it makes for a silent treatment for a couple of days after.
That's very cool. I like that. I have to check that out. I
it's
like board games, although
it's long though.
Yeah, is it?
You'd take at least like 5-6 hours out of your day.
All right.
Just in case everything goes wrong, like you want to have time, like.
I'm gonna check that one out.
Do.
Favorite type of music?
Heavy metal.
Really?
Yeah.
Particular band?
I don't know, kind of all of them really. Like a massive fan of like Slaughter to Prevail, even Korn. I don't just any of them. Parkway Drive. I could stay going on and on and on. But my playlist is a bit nuts. I'll have like Slaughter to Prevail, which is like super heavy, and then straight after I'll have Natasha Bedingfield unwritten, like just. But yeah, heavy metal mainly, and then every now and again just a bit of Natasha Bedingfield.
There's a band called I Prevail. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I Prevail, they're awesome as well.
Oh yeah, they're from Michigan. That's where I'm from.
Oh yeah,
so they're in Southfield specifically, but.
What song is it now? It's it's not Gas something, is it? But I don't know. But Gasoline.
Oh yeah. Oh, that song. That was my walkout song for some fights that I had. That was my walkout song.
Oh, that's
it's a great song. I love the intro to it.
Yeah, it makes you want to just run through a wall. Like
100%.
It's awesome.
and then in the spirit of Taylor Swift, because she's here this weekend. They have I think how they broke out kind of mainstream. They did a cover for her, or a cover of one of her songs.
Oh, did they?
And it's actually pretty good. So I recommend
that.
it. It was a Blank Space is the name. Check it
out. I have heard it.
Yeah,
I have heard their cover, and it's actually
it's not bad. It's pretty good.
It's a
really
good song. In general, it's actually a good song. It's just not good when Taylor sings it, basically.
I wouldn't say that. It is a lot of delivery. Yeah. Because like there's a string of albums called Punk Goes Pop.
Yeah.
And they the punk heavy metal bands all play pop music, and it makes that music tolerable.
Yeah. It's weird though, because there's different types of covers. Like Disturbed actually do one of what is the name of the song? Disturbed's version. Sam, you know it. Sound of Silence.
Oh yeah.
Their cover.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Their cover of it is just amazing.
Yeah, no, I can't remember the lead singer's name. He's got an incredible voice.
Yeah, he's really good, and I like the way that he actually just did a cover of the song. He didn't exactly like try turn it metal either. Yeah. But I think it kind of shows his ability as an artist. Like he's
really showcased his voice. And
so good.
There's a lot of It wasn't just heavy metal. Like there was a string band in there.
Yeah,
like, orchestra.
And,
it
was
great
awesome. Like I loved it.
Do you have a fight name?
A fight name? Liam.
Just Liam?
Yeah, just
go by that?
Just
no?
Liam.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so speaking of songs again, what's your walkout song?
Breathe by The Prodigy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's it's an awesome song, but the reason I actually use it for my first couple of amateur fights, I was just picking whatever song I was feeling that week. But I always use Breathe by The Prodigy now because my mum and her mum, so my grandmother, it reminds me of them, which goes to show like how nuts my mum and my grandmother were. But my mum actually knew The Prodigy.
Really?
She was actually like she knew them and she was friends with them when they were kind of coming up or whatever. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it means a lot to me though. It's cool. It reminds me of them the whole time. So
that's good. Is family play a big part in your whole
huge
kind of career in general? Yeah.
Yeah, no, just massive. And I hate to sound like that guy that are like, oh, family means everything, when really I don't talk to him. But I literally always talk to him. Like Sam is literally my best friend. So like family means everything to me.
It's awesome.
Everything, yeah. No, it's class.
All right, look, enough of that. We'll kind of get right into the meat of things.
Yeah,
here,
sorry.
Right? So what was it initially that kind of inspired you to start, training in combat sports?
I wanted to lose weight.
Yeah?
So
You're pretty tall. How tall are you? You're
6'2", 6'3" on a good day. No, I was 117 kg, I think, which is about 18 and a half stone.
Yeah.
And kind of stopped playing sports. I played rugby beforehand and like GAA and hurling and all that, but stopped playing sports for a couple of years, got quite heavy. Brother Sam heard of the beginners course starting in here, and I was like, look, I'll go in and just get exercising again. I say I started because of exercise, but the first question I asked the coach when I walked in, I didn't even tell him my name, I just said, when can I fight? And then it just fell in love with it. I've always liked to, I won't say like fight the whole time, but like I've always had quite a temper. So I was like, right, okay, if I can just like output that temper into like training and like just start fighting competitively, then something might change. But I'd say now I'm probably like one of the calmest people ever. Like I just,
Oh,
I don't know. It lets me let out all my frustrations, and I'm just never stressed or angry or anything anymore. So
That's a reoccurring theme, I think, with a lot of
yeah,
competitors or people who do not even combat sports, but just difficult things in general.
yeah. I think it's obviously it's a lot to do with like the training, as in you get to go out and you get to express yourself, and if you're going in and you're competing and everything like that. But I think the biggest thing for me is I won't get angry at anyone, or I don't need to act like I'm tough or anything like that, because I just know, for the most part, bar you're talking about other trained professionals, for the most part, like, I could just kill you anyway, so I just don't need to waste my time getting stressed about it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
And it leads to less stress then, because I'm just like, no, I'm good, man, I'll see you later. And then they kind of give up, and you're like, oh, okay, that was easy.
Yeah, I think when you don't have when you don't have to prove something to someone.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that removes a lot of stress.
Yeah.
In kind of your day to day, and
Definitely.
If you feel it, if you don't have that confidence about you, then if you're dealt with some sort of confrontation or a difficulty during the day, then certainly it could cause more stress in your life. It could cause you to be angry, want to fight somebody.
Again, that's probably where bullies come from.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're a bully, it's probably because you just have your own insecurities, or you need to prove something to someone, prove that you're tough. When I don't need to prove that I'm tough. Like again, I'd never say to anyone that I can beat everyone and that like everyone that I fight is an easy win or anything like that. But in general, like I know I can fight and I know I'm able to. So if I need to, then I can. But you very rarely ever need to. Ever. Do you know, it's walk away, kids. It's easier to walk away.
For sure, man. Like, especially like on the street, like it's so many variables that can happen. You got hard concrete,
too
and
much.
someone who knows someone could have some underlying issue, and it's not worth it. It
No,
really isn't.
It's not at all.
And then training like this definitely it gives you that knowledge of that at least.
Yeah.
But then you kind of have the confidence to not even need to, like I said, prove yourself to someone.
Exactly, and even little things of even how to walk away in the proper way, as in if someone is getting quite angry at you, it's quite stupid to turn around and walk away because they could do anything behind your back, but at least you kind of know to back up and kind of keep them in your
keep distance.
Yeah, keep them in your view or whatever. And once you have enough distance, then honestly, like the easiest way to avoid a fight is run. If you need to.
If Jocko Willink says he's going to run away,
then exactly.
There's no reason that
you don't need
that anyone else. Really
you don't need to. Like it's pointless.
Yeah,
it's pointless,
absolutely.
honestly.
As you've been training, how many years have you been training?
So I think I've been training 6.5 years now.
Yeah. It's been entirely like kickboxing.
Just kickboxing and Muay Thai. I did jiu-jitsu for a bit as well. I was getting decent at it. Like obviously, I was still at like white belt level, but I was at a decent white belt level. But then, since turning professional, like in K1 and Muay Thai, it's quite hard to do the two of them, and not even time-wise. Because I mean, I could always find the time. Like I never like using time as an excuse, but it's if I've got a fight coming up in a few weeks and I don't know, someone rolls my ankle weird when they're trying to submit me, or my arm gets jarred in an arm bar. Like,
it's not worth it.
No, and I definitely don't want to pull out of a K1 fight because I decided to roll around like that day. You know, the promoter wouldn't be happy.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely not.
But yeah, just full whack K1 Muay Thai, just full time.
What is it, I guess, specifically about kickboxing that's kind of really grabbed your attention?
I don't know. I'm trying to find words that make me sound not evil. I just enjoy. I enjoy hitting people, but I enjoy the adrenaline of getting hit back, and I just like the chaos of everything.
It's the rush of being in kind of like a life or death situation almost.
Yeah, no, I love it. Like everyone always says, like fight or flight and everything, but I think it was Mike Tyson that said it. You always have fight or flight And even when you're walking out to the ring or in the lead up to a fight in training, you think, okay, maybe I can pull out, like, oh, I'm too nervous, I need to pull out, blah, blah, blah. And even on the walkout, you think, like, oh, you know, hopefully someone trips me off and I don't need to get in there or whatever. But it's so sweet then, because when you get in and when the bell rings, all that nerves just go out the window because you don't have the option of flight anymore.
Yes.
All you can do is fight, and it's just, it's so weird. It feels like just you and this other person, and no one else in the world exists. And it's basically, he's trying to kill me. Like, that's what I envision. I always envision, like, I don't envision, like, losing on points or anything like that. I'm like, this guy is literally trying to kill me. So I better make sure he doesn't. And hopefully, you know, I won't say literally kill him, but stop him before he stops me, basically. I like wars. Just a good, solid, hard fight. Gets the adrenaline pumping.
Right on. So you mentioned your fiance.
Yeah.
How do you balance like a full-time professional fighting career and, you know, kind of like, you know, your personal life, like,
Yeah.
or I should say your life outside of here?
Yeah, I think I balance it quite well. She's super understanding. I mean, like, we're together, like I said, like 12 and a half years. Like, we're together since I'm 14. I'm 26 now, so we've essentially grown up together. She was with me before I started any of this. She was with me when I was heavy, when I was like unfit or whatever, and we've kind of been through everything. So like, she's really, she makes my life very easy, to put it simply, and she's very understanding of it. But even though she's understanding of it, and I know well that she wouldn't mind or be upset if I was literally gone all the time, but I don't like being gone all the time. And we have a little daughter at home, Remy, as well. And again, doing this full time is great because I essentially get to choose my own hours in a way. So I always make sure that, like, I do actually have days off where I'm just chilling with her and my daughter, basically. And I find balancing it easy enough, actually, to be honest.
Yeah. If you have a partner, I think that it's fully on board.
Yeah.
I think it makes it a lot easier.
Oh, she's like one of my biggest supporters, like.
That's awesome.
And she never lies to me as well, which is good, as in.
That's good. It's really good, because you need people like that around you.
Yeah, as in, if I'm messing around, or like, of course, like, she lives with me, so if she knows that I'm fighting and she sees me grabbing a cookie, like, you know, all of a sudden she turns into the fighter, like, you know, she's snatching that shit out of my mouth, like. But no, yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome.
That's good. How old's your daughter?
She is almost 2. She's 2 in November,
okay.
yeah. So she's running around just being crazy.
What's your birthday?
6th of November.
6th.
Yeah.
My oldest was born at the end of November. Yes, end of November.
Yeah.
And then my youngest was the end of October. That's cool.
Oh, no. Nice. Yeah. Nice.
And my youngest, she's about to be 2 as well.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you know what it's like then. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's tons of fun, but it's also just like, why are you... I've often found Remy, like, trying to eat chili flakes. And I'm like, how did you even find them, or where did you get them from? And she's just like, oh, I eat. I'm like, don't eat them. That's not a good idea.
Do they come in to the gym with you?
Yeah, they do sometimes. Now, my fiance, she doesn't train or anything like that, but they have been in here. And they do come in, and like I said, they're super supportive of it, but it's also kind of like this is Dad's work.
Okay.
So like, again, like I said, I love spending time with them and everything like that, but also at the same time, I don't know if, not right now, I wouldn't exactly want my daughter watching me train, because not that I'm a different person, but you know, I'm not the kind of fun dad. You know, you're seeing me probably swearing quite a lot, probably, you know, loud pads and everything. Probably getting shouted at by others to kind of continue pushing and everything like that. So not right now. It's not that it's a bad environment at all. It definitely isn't. But I think I want to wait till
She's
she's
a little older, maybe. Yeah.
a little bit older. Like
A bit more comprehension about what's going on.
yeah, like she hasn't been to one of my fights either. Well, she was actually when she was really young, but sure, when she was that young, she didn't even know what way was up or down. Like so, but yeah, I think probably in the next year now, I'm probably going to start bringing her in just by myself, just when the gym is empty, just on the mats, just tipping away or whatever, and maybe show her a thing or two, and then if she likes it, then she can stay coming in. If not, then I'll let her chill at home with Elmo or whatever she wants to do, like whatever makes her happy.
Right on. Sorry, so you figure when she gets a bit old, would you like it if your daughter had said that you or she wants to train as well?
Oh yeah, if she came up to me and she said it, then yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Like I think it'd be awesome. But again, I just don't want to push it on her, and I don't want her to feel like she has
to do it.
Yeah. Do you know, I just want her to come up to me and say that she wants to do it because she wants to do it, not because she needs to live up to any sort of expectation from me. Do you know? But I
suppose as a girl too, there's probably a bit different expect. Like if you had a boy, he might maybe feel a bit of pressure to. Not that you're putting it on them, but just
of course they would feel a little bit of pressure. Now saying that, even though I'd completely leave it up to her whether she wants to train or not, I would still at least make sure to do like some bit of like, I don't know, even if I ran her through like a 6 weeks beginner course, just so she knows how to defend herself. Because I'd want her to know that, and then everything else outside of that, if she wants that as a hobby, then fine. But I'd make sure to let her know how to shut someone down.
Kickboxing, Muay Thai, that's probably the way to go.
Yeah.
If a girl knows anything, it's Muay Thai for sure. Those elbows.
Yeah.
And then maybe a little bit of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. There's loads, and again, like just the way the world is nowadays. Like I mean, you can never be
scary. It's scary to think about things sometimes.
You can never be too safe. And like we were just saying earlier, like it doesn't mean that you need to purposely go out and like just straight away just elbow someone because they annoyed you. But it's like when you feel like your life is threatened, at least you can do one or two things and then get out of there.
Yeah, even if you don't have to do anything physical, it's the confidence.
Yeah.
The confidence alone, will help you. Just help you keep your wits even.
I think even range, just knowing your range, that if someone is getting close, that you kind of know when to back up. Because a lot of the times, like I know people would be getting angry or talking about like an altercation or whatever, and they say all of a sudden like they were right in front of me. Yeah. But with us, like I kind of know my range. Like if you step forward, I know that I need to step back. Like I want to keep that range. I call it teep range. If you can stay at the end of my teep, then we're all good. If you come past that, well then now I know that there's probably going to be trouble. Like
whenever I think of Chael Sonnen and Vanderlei Silva when they were doing the Ultimate Fighter.
Don't get close.
I can't let you get close.
It's awesome.
Do you believe? Hold on. Do you believe you maybe had some? Editing this out. What personal qualities do you think from either yourself or your family kind of helped contribute to your overall success or career as a fighter?
It's not traits, I suppose. Just being honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, just honesty, really. Just, being honest with myself as far as training, like, did I really push myself? Yes or no? Could I have done more? Yes or no? And again, just, I suppose even like the family part of it, like, honesty goes a long way just in general. If I just go like, look, straight up now, I'm gonna be gone for a few hours, like, training or whatever. She's understanding. If I take a loss, like, again, her honesty helps a lot because she doesn't go, oh, well, you did your best. Like, she just goes, look, you fucked up here, like, so, yeah, honesty, I would think.
How about your parents? Like, certainly, they maybe had some apprehensions when you told them you wanted to, start doing this.
Yeah, small bit. Like, my mom didn't really like it. She she was always super supportive of us, and like she never once said like not to do it or anything like that. But again, when we started fighting, I think she went to 1 or 2 of the amateur fights, and then just realized that she kind of enjoyed them. And then when we went professional and stuff started getting more dangerous and everything, like she's just like, no way. Because again, like my mother, like she's super strong at heart, and she's the type of mother that she doesn't exactly.
Hit my baby.
Yeah, basically. Like, and I just know if I'm in the ring or whatever, she gets frustrated because she can't help. Yeah. But saying that now, I know exactly where she's coming from, because I'll get into a ring and I'll fight no problem, and I don't care at all. Like, but when my brother fights, I am literally like almost strapped down to the seat. Like, I've been given out to multiple times by officials. Like, I've stood on judges' tables.
Oh,
I've nearly climbed through the ropes, not trying to attack the person, but literally just being like, that's my brother, like, and I'm kind of there, like,
my brother.
I've hit my brother in the middle of fights. Really? Like, I've actually started slapping him on the leg, like telling him like to come on or whatever. And you know, it looks bad now when we look back on it, but again, it's that kind of pent up energy where, even though I know damn well he can handle himself, I'm just like, oh, you know, get away from him. Like, it's weird, like.
As your mom, she's kind of come around to things now,
obviously. No, she loves it now. She hasn't been to the last few fights. Again, like, she's still not super comfortable watching it, but, you know, again, she's still massively supportive, but she's just not she's not into fighting in general. Yeah. As in, like, she wouldn't be watching, like, the UFC or boxing or anything like that, so I suppose seeing her sons do it is even stranger for her.
Do you ever watch fights together?
Yeah, we've watched our fights back, and it's hilarious because I remember watching one of my fights with her, and I was standing literally like as close as me and you are, and she was screaming, saying, "Oh my God, no, don't lose!" And I'm like, "Ma'am, this was 2 days ago. You know I won. You know I'm safe." And she's like, "Oh no, I can't." I'm like, "This is in the past. Like, I'm all good. I'm here." Like, so, but. Yeah, no, we do. We always watch back, generally on like a Sunday. We do like a little bit of like I suppose a family get together where we all kind of watch the fight back and just.
That's cool.
Chill out, really. Yeah.
That's cool. I'm happy to hear you have such good family support.
Oh, they're
kind of doing this, because doing this, like, I've, for the most part, everyone has kind of that support from their family, but I've met a couple of folks who, it's been more of a challenge, I'll say.
Yeah.
And it's all, they're reasonable concerns, especially for parents.
Yeah.
Or spouses and everything.
Yeah, of course.
No one wants, their partner or, their kid to get hurt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think that's awesome, and I'm happy. And then
it's sweet.
The other cool thing is you sharing this with your brother.
Yeah, literally walked in the gym the same day, and we basically walk in at the same time every other day.
Is it just you two, or do you have sisters or other brothers?
Oh no, there's 7 kids in our family. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so it'd be my brother, Sam. He's the one that's fighting, and then there's me. Then I have my sister. I have another brother. So Sam, me, my sister Tia, who's in Australia at the minute, who I seriously miss, which I didn't realize how much I would. Then we have James, then we have Archie, then we have Ryan, and then the youngest we have Audrey. So 2 girls and 5 boys.
Right on.
But yeah, big family.
Yeah, it's a very big family. I'm an only child, so.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I probably should have mentioned that before I just started listing off my siblings.
I have a lot of cousins that I grew up with. So,
oh sweet, yeah.
There's like 10 of us.
Yeah, cousins are nearly cooler because when you get sick of them, you can just go to your own
rid
house.
Of them. Yeah. Where was I? Or where were we at? Is there like a specific time, or did you have like a specific moment that maybe, like in kind of your whole career, that maybe you've learned something kind of really important?
Yeah, there was one fight which I ended up losing, and it was my first shot at like an Irish title, pro title, and I ended up losing in the first round, and what I learned is, now I know I'll never get that rematch because he's gone off to MMA, but...
Who's that? That was
it's
against,
just some...
I think I watched this fight.
Yeah, I don't even need to mention his name, I don't like him. But what I learned in that is you can't go in angry. You have to, even though you're going to get stressed and you may get angry in the ring, you can't be angry at the person for any reason outside of, the competition.
Yeah.
Like if you're competing with them, yeah, of course, like people say that, like, don't get angry in a fight. Like, I mean, that's a lot of lies. You're going to get at least some bit angry, but you're angry with a purpose. As in, I need to win this fight. I got to beat this guy. Not angry because you just don't like him or he said something. If you go in with emotions too much, like, it just doesn't work. Dustin Poirier against Conor McGregor, their first fight was a great example of that. Yeah. McGregor pissed him off so much that Dustin went in and...
Angry, he really got inside his head.
Yeah, and he just wasn't able to. And then, like, I mean, look what happened in the next two fights then. Dustin was a lot more calmer. Yeah, and it was just, he went in, just done his job. So, yeah. But the lesson I've learned is basically don't go in too pissed.
Okay.
Be happy, be chill, be respectful, and, yeah, just be relaxed, basically.
It's not even be calm, it's just kind of be in control.
Yeah, be in control, exactly. Don't lose yourself and just, start swinging for the fences or anything like that, because when you do lose yourself, it's almost like you learn or you unlearn everything you have learned. So all of a sudden your jab isn't straight anymore. It's like, and your chin isn't down anymore. You're just swinging shots and, almost as if you were fighting in the street. Like, so, yeah, definitely keep calm. Realize what your purpose is in there. You have one thing to do, and that is to win the fight. And that's what you need to work towards. You don't need to work towards, I don't know, getting payback on this guy or making him feel it or anything. Like, just, like, I mean, if you punch him, he's going to feel it. Like, he knows what's happening. So just, go in and chill, do your job, shut up, basically.
Right on. Do you have anything that you do in your free time that kind of helps contribute to kind of like your overall progression?
I mean, not training really. Just train, obviously, but obviously that's going to aid in my progression. But I don't know. I like to play the PlayStation. I like to chill. Yeah, like I like to, again, because I'm in here so much, and I'm either training myself or coaching others, which love every second of it, but also I like to zone out, because again, if I go home and got my fiance and my daughter, again, love every second of it, but then sometimes just chilling out playing the PlayStation where it feels like nothing else exists.
It's good to kind of disassociate from it's such an intense sport in general, and then on top of that, it's your career. It's probably good to be able to separate it completely.
People sometimes say it, and I don't know, I think it's quite a good way to explain it, but like, I always need to try to remember like who Liam is. Not like who's Liam the father, who's Liam the fighter, who's Liam the spouse or fiance, like who is just Liam. Sometimes it's nice to actually just remember who you are just as a person, not what you mean to this person or what you're doing here, or sometimes it's just remember who you actually are. And I don't know, I suppose spend time with yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, like I think just a lot of people in general these days probably get so wrapped up in everything. They don't take that time for spending time with themselves. That is important. As much as it is important to contribute to your house or
of course,
for your career and everything. But everyone kind of needs that that self time.
Basically, just remembering who you are. Which again, going back to earlier what we were saying about not wanting to get into altercations and everything. Like, yes, of course, martial arts helps this, but what helps it the most is just know who you are. If you know yourself, then you don't need to prove. I don't know, why do you need to make anyone else happy? Like, do you know, like the only people that you need to make happy are the ones that make you happy because you make them happy. Yeah. Do you know, you don't need to try and impress some random guy on the internet. Like, do you know, you don't. His opinion doesn't matter. Like, so who cares? Do you know? I actually was wearing a T-shirt earlier on. I changed it, but it literally says "Who cares" across it, and that's just me to a T. I care about
that kind of thing.
Yeah, I care about stuff that I need to care about. Anything else, I don't care.
Right, that's fair and that's smart. You know, you got a lot going on, and excuse me, you got a lot going on. So to be able to kind of compartmentalize things and to know what needs to take your energy and what doesn't is you know, it's a pretty smart thing that I think a lot of people don't learn until either it's too late or it's already late in life. So the fact that you've seem to have kind of nailed it at in your 20s here, good on you there.
Yeah, sound.
So, last question here. Simple enough. How has combat sports ultimately changed your life?
I think it's given me a purpose. As in, it's kind of reminded me of, again, who I am, and I usually hate when people say this, but like what I'm meant to do. It's helped me stay a lot calmer. It's given me like an outlet for my stress. It's given me the opportunity to work for myself, which is awesome. It's given me the opportunity to spend more time at home with my fiance and my daughter, which, I mean, you just can't beat. There's money will come and go, but like time we'll never get back. So I think it's taught me an awful lot of time is the most important thing. No matter what you're doing, who you're doing it with, but it's the time. It doesn't need to be a fancy trip to here and go do this and let's go get a private jet and like let's get a nice car. Honestly, like just spending time with someone and time. I don't know. I don't even know if I answered the question, but it's taught me. It's taught me to value my time, and that's helped with everything else. Again, if I value my time and I know what I need to put my time into, well then, again, like I said, it allows me to focus on what I need to and what I do care about. And everything else, I say I don't care. Of course, like I'm not like an evil person, but what's going on uptown right now has no impact on me, so I don't care.
That's good. Like I just said earlier, that is something I think a lot of people learn way too late in life. To not sweat the small things, that kind of stuff. And, Like so the fact that you got it nailed so early, I think it's awesome. So.
Yeah, I think this just helps, to be honest. I think I genuinely, like this sport has made my life way, way better. Yeah. And again, it hasn't made it better because of any like opportunities or any like big fights or any belts or anything like that. It's actually nothing to do with that. It's just made it better because I can actually just be me. Like we'll train and we'll be like the fighters and everything like that, and like hit pads super hard and learn techniques and everything else. But like the minute training is done, like all the guys in here, like I've met some of my best friends in here. My coach is like a second dad to me, and you can just be an idiot with him after training, and I don't need to impress my coach by, being like, oh well, I'm gonna go home and eat a salad and all this. He's my best friend, and then when the bell goes and when you start hitting pads again, he's my coach and he's awesome at it, and he pushes me when he needs to. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I love this class. It's awesome.
It's awesome. Look, I appreciate your time. Thanks for inviting me down here.
No worries.
And I look forward to watching your fight coming up.
Yep.
In the past coming
Yeah,
up.
July
Yeah.
6th. It will be, yeah.
Where it's in London, yeah.
It's in York Hall in London for the WKA K1 world title, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If I can find a video for it, I will be linking it below, so everyone check that out.
Perfect. Unless I lose, then just don't. No, I won't lose.
What's the best way for people to reach out to you? Instagram, yeah?
Yeah, probably
Okay.
Instagram, just liam.drs. That's probably the easiest way to get me. And yeah, that's basically it.
Right on, sir. I appreciate it again. Thank you very much.
Cool. Can I shout out sponsors?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Yes, please.
Because usually I hate, like, you know, when someone just randomly shoves it down your throat. So I just want to just give a quick shout out to all the people that are helping me. So we have Wall Hygiene, which is like my main sponsor, helping me out loads. We've got, oh my God, who else do I have? Oh my God. Jonathan Lowry. Jonathan Lowry to help loads. Hayes' Hotel, Bush and Briar, and we also have Ambition Nutrition as well for all your supplement needs. And use code LIAMD10 for 10% off. Don't use Sam's. Don't use Sam's. Use mine. But yeah, I think that's.
I'll get all the links for you. And I'll throw everything down below, and it'll all be there.
Yeah, usually I forget them. You see, most of, like, because sometimes I'm just. Yeah, like I said, Teresa deals with this. So, yeah, I think that's good though. I think that's all right.
Right on.
Yeah, sweet.
Again, thanks very much. I appreciate it. So until next time, and if you're ever up in Dublin, let me know.
Yep.
Will do. I'll come. We can come hang out or something like that.
Perfect.
Sweet. Fight now. Come watch and.
Awesome. Sweet, man. Thanks
Thanks
again.
again. Okay.